Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Miss Skyrain. Hi. I want to share something with you guys. America just invaded Haiti because the Haitians were protesting against America's presence in their country, the military and the control of their government. So they went protesting against America. And America claimed that they were gang members disrupting the peace in society or whatever. So they invaded, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair at all. So, what if that happened to us? What if the Negro decided to separate from the colonist? What if the Negro didn't want to be judged, governed, taught in their schools, and policed in the streets by their own oppressor? What if we said enough was enough? Will they come after us? Will they kill us? Assassinate our leader like they did Malcolm X? That's what they'll do. Why? Because we're not free. We are not free to think for ourselves. We are not free to live by ourselves. The Negro has no land. The Negro has no identity. The Negro is a nation within a nation. Okay, and let's not forget that we are the Aborigines and we live under their lie, their African lie. But back to Africa, because Africa is trying to break ties with their colonial past. Today, this is October like 18th, and Africa wants to separate from Europe, and they want to govern their country without the colonial influence. That's going to be a problem. So what if we followed their lead, Negroes, so-called Negroes? What if we wanted to break away from our oppressor? Will we be able to do that? Huh? Because we have no land. We pledge allegiance to them in class every day. We pledge allegiance to those who raped us, who killed us, who hate us. We are policed by our slave owners. We are not free here. So how do we get free? How do we get from under our oppressors? Because they control our food, our water, our children, us. They control, and it's not okay. So what should we do? Should we gather together and demand our freedom, take them to the Supreme Court since they're not a part of the International Criminal Court? What do? We take them to court for crimes against humanity, against the Negro? We're going to have to do that because we cannot continue to be policed, governed, and judged by our oppressor for another 10 years. Can you imagine? Our children living under our oppressors. We don't have nothing of our own, so-called black people. And the Hispanics, they are conquistadors. They are the descendants of the colonizers of South and Central America. We do not share the same struggle. Please stop saying that, because we don't. We are a people without a nation. The Mexicans have somewhere to go. The Europeans have somewhere to go. Where do we go? Black people, what do we do? Are we really free? Because if we was free, we would have land. If we was free, we would have our own army, our own government. If we was free, our children would not be taught by our oppressors in school, pledging allegiance to them and the flag that enslaved us. Please, black people, wake up. We're going to have to come together, treat each other better, respect our women, respect our men. This music is poisoning our minds. We cannot no longer call each other bees and hoes. We are kings and queens. We are women and gentlemen. We are men. we are beautiful people. We can no longer keep putting ourselves down. Because while they hate us, we're showing hate to ourselves too. We are not free. I cannot stress that enough. And this is not their land. They did not civilize us. They came to a civilized world and became like us and oppressed us and told us we came from Africa when we didn't. America is our land. But because we keep saying that we come from Africa, we cannot claim our land, people. So what do? Where do we go once we separate? Where do we go? We're not free. We're wandering people. We are in every nation. but our own. So I ask you, what are we going to do? Are we going to live under their oppression, under their rule, because they rule over us for another 10 years? Or are we going to get our own, start our own agriculture, grow our own food, people, build our own houses, govern our own selves, police our own selves, and let them police their self. Let them police them. Let them govern them. What are we going to do, people? So I ask you to start loving each other, Black people, and come up with a plan so we can free ourselves. Shalom. Oh, and let's pray for Africa while they break away for their colonial ties and their colonial past. Let's pray for Africa to the Creator. No one else, just the Creator. Let's pray to the Creator who created us, who created the water. That's who we need. We need His help, not Jesus, not Buddha, not Muhammad. We need the Creator. So I hope you guys are with me. Much love. Shalom.